my channel, guys. So today I will be starting with problem solving. So our first problem is reorder data in log file. So basically you will be given with a log. You are supposed to sort them. So the basis on which you are supposed to sort them is given. There are two types of log categories in this entire log. So one is letter logs and the second category is the digilogs. So letter logs are basically identifier which is followed by alpha characters. Yeah, so the identifier here is the first letter, like the first contender of the list of the string. So first contender of the string is called as identifier, and the following ones could be digits or it could be alpha characters. So you're based on that. So the first thing you're supposed to sort them is based on the letter logs will take priority over digilog. Basically, all the digilog will come at the end of the log. But on the second thing on based on which you are supposed to sort them is you are supposed to ignore this, but you are supposed to sort them based on this category. Basically, we consider the first word of each log as the identifier, and the rest remaining you can term it as word to better understand it. So basically, when you're done sorting with the digilogs and letter logs, based on digilog takes lesser priority than the letter logs, you're supposed to sort the letter logs separately, wherein in letter logs also the identifier has to be chucked out. Only you're supposed to sort them based on the word side. Basically, the art can, art zero, home, kid, dig. So only based take down to this and sort them in lexicographical order. Now, if this is a test conditions wherein supposedly there is art can for every letter log has a word naming art can. So basically they are matching. So they will have the same priority. But no, once you reach this condition as to every word is matching of the letter logs, you have to sort them based on identifier. So there are three conditions you are supposed to sort them. So I'll give you an example. Let's just take this. Okay, so I'll take you to this all these examples once we done writing the code, so we can test the test cases one by one, and all this doubt will get clear in the future. So I'll comment on this. So first things first, I need to return. I'm supposed to sort the logs, right? So I'll call the normal sorted function. So sort it, and I'll pass my logs. But the catch is, I will pass the key. Now key is something. Key is it's a default parameter wherein you can pass it and you cannot based on your needs whether or not you are supposed to sort the list or whatever the object is based on your custom requirements. So now we have custom requirements lined up. So we will be using custom algorithm to solve them. So algo custom to solve them and call the function. Now these function I'm supposed to write. So I'll define my function algo custom, and I'll be performing these algo custom on a log, right? So I'll pass on the log. I'll iterate to all these logs and pass it on to the algo custom. So I'll take down that. So algo. Now first things first, how will I sort this, right? In order to identify whether this part of mine is alpha or is it digit, I need to split them up. Now how will I split them up? I'll call the split function. So I need to segregate identifier and the word, which is the part which is followed by this thing, identifier, and I'll call the split function. So log dot split based on this, and since I only need one part to be segregated from the split. So I'll add one as my custom argument. So one. So if I were to add two, then only digi one and eight will get segregated in the identifier part, and the rest will get segregated in the word part. But I don't want that. I just want the first word of my log. So the argument is one. So once this is done, I have my identifier in place. I have my word in place. Now what am I supposed to check? Whether the word starts with alpha or is it digit. So I'll use if words first index 0 is alpha. If it is to be alpha, right? If it is to be alpha, then what is the priority? The priority is the highest. So now I'll return 0. 0 is considered to be higher priority than 1. So I'll send in 0. And then what were the requirements for the alpha? We were supposed to sort them in lexo order as well. But the first lexographical order was to either sort them in lexo manner from the word perspective, right? So word part has to be considered. So where is my word part? Here. So I'll pass word. And then in test cases where my word is, let's just assume that your word is similar to the all the letter logs. And what is the condition? You are supposed to sort them based on identifier. So I'll pass on my identifier. So it will first sort in word lexicographical manner, and the second argument is the identifier. So our priorities are sorted now. So else, if my word is not alpha, now what is the thing we are supposed to do? We are supposed to return. We are supposed to sort them based on priority. So what is the priority of the digit log? It is basically we want to keep them right after the letter logs. So is there any custom sorting after the digilog is being segregated? No, right? There are no specifications for the digilog to get separated. So I will keep the arguments as it is. I won't pass anything, so it will only sort me in one manner. So basically, what is that one manner? I only know that the digilog has to come after all my letter logs. So this is done. So basically, this is our custom algo, right? So I'm calling the custom algo over here, and then the sorted is applied on the logs, and this custom algo is run over this log. It's to run over this logs. So let's see what are we getting in the output. So just run this. No, we are not supposed to pass log in here. It automatically sends in Python, so we don't have to explicitly jot down logs over here. So run. Oh yeah, we're not supposed to put parentheses over here because we're calling in a function which is defined in the function itself. So run. Identifier is not declared. Oh yeah, this spelling mistake. It should work. Yeah. So let's pull up our three things which we deciphered from this to sort our logs. First thing is our letter log takes precedence over digilog. So this is our unsorted one. So am I printing it? Oh yeah. So this is the unsorted one. So the output is let1, let3. So the digi logs are coming right after the letter logs. So this one thing is correct. The second thing is in case in letter logs we are supposed to solve them from the word perspective in lexicographical manner. So let1 is fine. Okay, A comes first. Let2 is given the third priority because it starts with O, while let3 starts with A. So that is why let3 takes precedence over let2, and that's the reason they are sorted in that manner. In case we were to tweak a little bit to just for our understanding. We can write this as OA, and then again, so for example, this is Z, right? So this let2 will take precedence over let3, considering. Okay, so no, let2 would again will take the last position. It's because after A, if you see it's W, and after A, it's ROU. So if we were to write the same word, right? So maybe now let3 will take the third position. So yeah, let3 takes the same position. That is because our word's first part is AWN, which is similar to let2 and let3. So the deciding factor is the second thing. Similarly, if we were to put all these things same in let2, let3, and see what are the conditions on based on what they are sorted. As I told you, this will clarify our third part of the requirement, which is when this word part is similar, we sort them based on their identifier part. So run this. So now they'll get sorted based on identifier lexicographical manner. Yeah, let1, let2, let3. That is because the word part is similar, so they are basically getting sorted on their identifier part. If I were to change this to A, then this will take precedence over the other two. Yeah, that's it, guys. So, any doubts regarding this problem, feel free to reach out to me in the comment section below, and I'll try and answer all the questions and queries that you have regarding the same problem. So, let's just try submitting this. The status shows as accepted, and all the test cases have been passed by our program. So, thank you guys for watching. Feel free to reach out and let me know what all questions you have so that I can take up those questions and solve in my video tutorials so that you all can have a clear understanding as to what are the uh, problem statements are and how do we solve and approach them and get the results possible, get the best results possible. So thank you.